Hey there everyone, this is Aurelian, and we're playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. On new hardware, which appears to have made my system extremely unstable. No idea how much I'll actually be able to do this for the foreseeable future. Anyway, I was wrong about a couple of things regarding the Handmaiden. We actually can, I think, turn her into a Jedi right now. So let's do that.
Yes?
Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
You seem to be anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as she slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected her.
Can you teach me to do this?
You are already doing it.
What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
Yeah, this is the normal thing you get from her, and one of the reasons that the disciple is just inferior. He has no equivalent to battle precognition. But now, we have an okay wisdom bonus, which gives us kind of respectable defense. It's a good thing.
Yes?
But also, can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
This, we've heard about that. But now we're actually going to, like, she's opened up, so she'll tell us about her mother. So yes, I would like to hear it.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanus, an Ichani general.
Usanus was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars. One of the greatest.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
Who was she?
I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
What happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
Why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you for telling me.
You have earned my trust. I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, But it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I'm grateful for your words, and for your assistance.
You honor me, Exile. Together, then.
Some clothes on?
I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the... I can see no fault. Will this do?
Those look like Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother.
Here we go. Sorry I kind of skipped through that a little bit. Also, sorry for the wonky camera angles. Not sure if there's anything I could have done about that. They belong to your mother? Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war. May I ask?
Damn it. I suspect the answer to this may lie in speaking to Kreia about it, so we'll do that.
You are spending time with the servant of Atris.
That last one. So what?
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children. And when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
I suppose now is as good a time as any to mention this. It is basically confirmed as not intended, but nice catch, guys. But Kreia has essentially everything in her past suggesting that she is Aaron K. Now, what that really matters to the plot, besides, again, kind of discriminating against the canon female exile, nothing really. It kind of understand, like, I get, she hates the handmaiden slightly less than a bunch of the other characters, and that could be a part of it, but that's about it. Otherwise, you know, it's just a possibility. How do you know that? The handmaiden told me not to speak of it.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
You said teach her the ways of the Jedi. Curious choice of words.
Ah, that was an interesting choice of words indeed. She has sworn not to follow the path of the Jedi by her oath, but even that oath is limited. One does not need to be Jedi to learn the ways of the Force. I suspect it cares little for our codes and philosophies.
Are you proposing teaching her the ways of the Sith?
I propose nothing except what you choose to read into my words. But no, I would not advocate such teachings either. I am only saying that she has sworn not to follow the teachings of the Jedi, and that is a curious distinction in her oath. But we were speaking of the servant of Atris. I would caution you to be careful of your interaction with her. She is not as tempered as you.
Never mind, I'll be going now.
Before you go, a word of caution. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
My loyalties lie to my friends and allies.
Ah, so it is loyalty you claim when you squander away your time with her. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won. completely and utterly. If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you, few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion.
I never felt anything like that.
No? Then perhaps I was simply mistaken. Very well. I shall keep such judgments to myself.
Jeez, lady. I only have eyes for Atten.
Yes?
You are going to be a Jedi. Do you understand that? Wanted to talk to you about your mother?
What of her?
There we go. Did you know that she was a Jedi Knight?
This is already known to me. Why are you telling me this?
Because the Force runs strong in bloodlines, and you can learn to use it to help others.
I think I have always known this. It has always been in my thoughts. As I followed Atris, perhaps what I wished to follow was the call of my bloodline, of my mother. I have felt incomplete, hollow since her loss at Malachor 5. And with your help, perhaps this wound might be healed.
And so it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight like my mother.
I will not train you as a Jedi, but only in the ways of the Force.
That is all I wish. I want to feel what my mother felt for my father, what ran through my mother's veins when she was one with the Force. I wish to hear what my mother heard as she fought the Mandalorians, until the moment she died on Malachor 5.
Then know this. You have the makings of a Jedi Guardian within you, and it is time I showed you that path.
I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you, as I honor the face of my mother.
There we go.
Betrayal. Betrayal.
Betrayal?
Mistress?
She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth, and it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, mistress. It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine, who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall? It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another +/-1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
Can I play?
Sure, but I don't have any more credits to bet, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Screw that.
Ah, HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Well then, in case you guys hadn't noticed, we turned HK on. I think we'll talk a bit to Goto and then call it a day.
Yes? Is there something you have come to offer me?
By the way, Goto can give you security tunnelers. He'll, load you up until you have a certain number and then stop, and I think he also has a hard limit. Considering I saved you, you could be more grateful.
The fact we are even having a conversation is gratitude. Usually, my conversations do not have the give and take that our current interaction does. And of course, there is much more screaming on the part of the listener when the torture field is activated.
I had some questions for you.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
What is your base of operations?
Now, that would be telling. For now, my presence must remain a secret, and it may remain that way forever. You may...
What capabilities does your droid possess?
It has been assigned to guard and protect you. As such, it is well suited for a variety of tasks. It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine. For the most part, it will follow your orders, unless they conflict with mine.
And if they do?
Then its proton core will detonate, turning this ship into space dust. There is no negotiation in this. I will not allow you to interfere with my operations and plans.
Do you know anything about the HK droids sent after me?
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Why are they hunting me?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Do you know where they're coming from?
If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
What are they doing in the Republic fleet?
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I have discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with.
Why doesn't the Republic know?
Because the Republic has no reason to investigate otherwise, and any discovery of their true purpose has been concealed by well-timed accidents.
I believe those HK droids are a deliberate reference to the thing in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Why haven't you acted on this information?
Because their behavior is predictable, of course. By monitoring their presence, I know which worlds will suffer civil wars, planetary conflicts, and Republic bombardment.
Are they going to keep coming after me?
Of course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor? That archaic, memory-impaired assassination droid will know more about his subsequent generations than I would.
Well, no, probably not, considering it was turned off when they were invented, but whatever. I'll do that. And what else? On the yacht, you mentioned Revan, but Revan sought to destroy the Republic.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. She deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
But why? Revan had limitless forces.
I believe that by whatever means she used to build her armada, she recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that she was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
What about Malak?
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. She had foresight in her conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Do you know where Revan got her forces?
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith.
And we'll leave it at that for now. Probably at least one more part of just talking to people on the ship, but it's the first time we have a lot of these characters, and there is quite a lot to exhaust. And I'd rather do it all at once. So, I hope to see you in the next part, where we'll, I don't know, talk to more people. Especially HK. So, goodbye.